Hello, sir. Welcome to your local tabletop RPG gas station. My name is Daryl, and will be helping you today. What beautiful flavors of Dicee, sorry. Sorry, 7-Eleven's across the street. I don't want them to whatever. Anyway, you're obviously here for our Dicees. We have a couple of flavors, though our today's special is our Star Wars flavor. Ooh, yay. Here, let me go get you some. Alright, sure. Just to let you know, our drinks give you serious brain freezes. So if you have a brain freeze, please tell me. Anyway, thank you for shopping and enjoy your Dicey. Yeah.
Chew.
All right, so here.
Okay, quiet.
Here's the recording. Hello, I'm Jake. On the Discord, I'm Marty Dasher. I am the GM. I'm basically God. So I control everything that the other players do. And to my left, I have
Lyle. I am you cool on the Discord.
who you're playing.
I'm playing Neuf. Yes, that name is hilarious. You can read my backstory. It's really cool. Very traumatizing too.
All right, and then to the left of him,
And Nick, I am the Ukrainian username. You can just call me Sergeant or Warbuff. And I'm playing Lotus and oblivious little tech girl. That's it.
yeah.
And then I'm Alex. I am Void Dragoon on the server, and I'm playing Almarax Cawl. I am just a machine cultist.
I'm Xaq. Xaqman23. I'm super easy to find. I'm the only regular name there, I think. I play Numbers. He's a defected clone ARC trooper. Turned, no, it's not scavenger. Smuggler. So, read the backstory. It's also pretty cool.
I'm Matt. My name on Discord is Zashu. I'm playing CB7538, a commando droid from the Clone Wars. Backstory on him is pretty cool too, so check that out.
So the past one is from in high school. Matt is the surviving character since he was the only one who could return. The veteran guy from the last campaign, which he, again, goes over in detail in his backstory. We'll touch a little bit through it here as we continue through the game. But anyway, I'm going to read the opening crawl for everybody. Just imagine the Star Wars music in your heads. All right. Okay. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, Star Wars!
Still recording?
Ashes of the Phoenix. It is a dark time for the rebellion. Although the Death Star has been destroyed, Imperial troops have driven the rebel forces from their hidden bases and pursued them across the galaxy, evading the dreaded Imperial Starfleet. The last of the Rebel Alliance has established a new secret base on the remote ice world of the Outer Rim, Hoth, unknowingly being cornered by the Empire. But there's more than just the Empire who has their eyes on Hoth, especially from the shadows. The Rebels' Special Operation Group, formerly known as Shadow Squad, then changed to Phoenix Squad, has been disbanded due to the majority of the members' deaths. the lone survivor, a commando droid from the Clone Wars, long ago, has been left to the most unlikely of duties, missing his old friend Starkiller, who has disappeared into the unknown regions on his quest of vengeance on his former master, Darth Vader. But Lord Vader is stalking his last prey, the last of the rebels, just waiting to pounce.
Dun dun dun.
So anyway, it ends, and we all go and we pan down onto Hoth, and we go onto the base, and we're going towards the base, and it's, and the doors are open, the camera flies through, and we go in on our old commando droid, and we see him with a mop, and he's just mopping the floors. And, he has guys walking by just being like, eh. And then Commander Solo comes by and pops him on the shoulder. He's like, hey, you missed a spot. And he points down to, like, a little spot, and he's wiping it down. And Han Solo's like, yeah. And he continues to walk. He walks away doing his own thing, getting prepped to go on a kind of a scouting little mission to make sure they're safe with Luke Skywalker. And then we move, Han goes over to Lotus. And what does Lotus look like when we come up to her?
Lotus is 4'11", has pretty decently long pink hair, red eyes, and a little bit crazy.
All right. So Commander Solo comes up to her. He's got this little bit of this concerned disgust look, and he's like, all right, what do you got for me? The stuff I asked for, to take out to test while I go with Luke. What is it you want me to test? You can come up with whatever. Like
Photon torpedoes.
A photon torpedo.
Photon.
I don't
Experimental.
care. I don't care what it is. As long as it fires, it's good, right?
Yeah, there's possibility of a 25% chance of it exploding upon activation, but I think it's good.
Never tell me the odds. And he takes whatever blaster you have, and he's like, whatever. He kind of puts it on his back and walks.
Wouldn't it be more of a bazooka then?
It's a
Photon
torpedo.
torpedoes attached to ships, by the way.
Okay. My bad. Anyway, so he's trying to pick it up, and he's like, hey, Chewie! Can you just put this on something? I don't know what the hell to do with this. So he comes over, and Han's like, and then Chewie's like, and like pulls him to push aside. He's like, so he picks it up, and he's like, and then Han Solo. Oh, you can do it?
I can do a good Chewie.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, make him do a sound.
Well, what do you need?
Like kind of like a, hey, look at me, I'm. Show off. So anyway, so they walk away, and then we have they walk past we walk past Neuf when he comes up to him and he says, and Han says, okay, how's the weather looking later today?
It should be good, but watch out for a couple ice storms. I don't know how bad it's going to be out there, but keep an eye out. It should be fine, though.
Okay. I'll tell that to Luke because he's more of a whatever. Commander Skywalker, sorry. Sometimes he gets into messes and I have to get him out of it. I think we'll be fine. Thanks. And then he's got one matter to take care of. They're taking the torpedo, and he bumps into you, and he drops all of his stuff. He's like, damn, and he's picking it all up. And what do you look like?
So Right now, Almarax is in his white clothing, just messing with the snow with just like a little patch of the main rebel base, so he can try to blend in, make sure he's not found as as his,
Yeah. So, like, Han, drops all this stuff. He's like, oh, sorry, kid. And picks it up and he's like, oh, sir, because you're older than he realizes. And he kind of looks a little weird. And he's like, are you, Admiral? Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry about that. I guess I'll see you at later briefing. And he picks up his stuff and walks away. And he puts his stuff kind of close to the tools he's using to help Chewie rebuild the Falcon and fix it. And and then he gets a communicator call from Luke, and he's like, "Hey, we gotta go interrogate this Imperial guy that we found, to make sure the Empire isn't here." And he's like, "Okay." And Han's kind of puts his hands, on his nose,
Bridge of his nose.
Yeah, bridge of his nose. He's like, that kid is so delusional, and because. Yeah. Anyway, so then we kind of have a nice good screen wipe to our character, Xaq, how does he look?
Haggard, weak of beard growth, just raggedy, unkempt, hair's a mess, graying everywhere.
All right. And Luke and Han are just kind of outside of your cell, and we're kind of cutting into the middle of a conversation, and Han's like, so are you sure you didn't work with the Empire?
I didn't even know it was still a thing. I left the temple 20 years ago. I've been on a smuggler ship for the past 20 years.
Luke, he's delusional. No, he's been to the Jedi Temple. He massacred. Okay. Excuse him. I think you're
Massacred?
Yeah, you heard me. Luke, stay out of this. Yeah, you listen to me. You killed everyone. You probably even helped kill my father.
Numbers is just sitting there, visibly shaking with anger. Massacred? Massacred?
Stupid clone trooper. And then Han slaps in the back of the head. Would you shut up? Get dressed, you moron. Freaking Neuf herder. Excuse him. I think you're fine. You're probably just... I'm just assuming you got your armor from somewhere. And again, you're old, so you kind of don't look like a clone that much anymore. You probably just got off somewhere. Don't worry, I'm gonna get you out of here. You're not supposed to be here. I get it, man. I do the same thing. I'm getting out of here too. You know what? What about you come with me? After this, we'll we can go and meet my boss Jabba. I just gotta pay him off, and then we can do stuff together. Have employment. Yeah.
Y'all said you all were rebels, right? Is that why you want to know so much about the Empire?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm kind of just here. I'm just here for one person. But and he's kind of scratching the back of his head, kind of getting visibly a little uncomfortable.
Have you heard of anyone named Val?
No. Not that I know of. I know a couple of Vals, but they're people who want to kill me, so...
Alright. And then I just drift off again,
Yeah.
staring through the distance.
And he kind of puts a little biscuit he kind of saved and puts it through for you. Here you go, buddy. I'm sorry. This is hell. And he gets up and he walks. He walks away, and he gets all prepped and he goes. And okay. I'll say we'll cut back to you, and you're looking for your ship, right?
So, right now I'm just in the docks, like, you know, in the main ship where they, like, get ships out, and I'm just, like, looking around, seeing if I see my ship anywhere.
I think
Should I make, like, an investigation check?
Yeah, roll investigation.
I think it should be hidden in disguise because I've like put stuff on it to make it look more like a rebel ship.
Yeah, so that's why I'm having them roll.
Okay.
Is there
So, which one? What it would be search, right?
Yeah, it'd be search.
So search.
That would be an intelligence save.
Yeah. So
Do I just roll a d20 and then...
Yeah.
Roll d20, then add my intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would it be the skill modifier?
It would be the skill modifier.
Yeah, skill
Well, my
modifier.
skill modifier... Oh, yeah, it'd be my skill modifier, but my skill modifier is at 6, so...
Yeah, so plus 6 whatever you rolled.
So that would be 22?
Ooh, okay. So you see it, and it is nothing, like you know the shape, and you know the certain dents that you've...
I know the model.
Yeah, you know the model, and there's certain dents you remember from a couple accidents, but it's completely different.
What happened to my ship?
All right, so you walk towards it, and we see our friendly Celestin just kind of like just sitting there, you know.
I think
Is
I
he
should
in
have my
front?
shop open.
Yeah, he has his shop open. You see a couple people being like talking and being like, "Oh man, this is great." You know, we have just a little merchant. You know, and they go up to you. "Oh, Admiral, what do you think of this new merchant place? This is great."
That man is a thief.
A thief?
A thief.
What do you mean a thief?
That's my ship.
I got this ship 30 years ago. How could it be yours?
Want to see how? Can I just bring out a little blipper?
Yeah.
Like a blipper, and like press the blipper to like activate like the
The ship
like the
hovers.
like the,
Yeah.
yeah.
And everyone's like, "Ooh!" And then the guy's like,
Hey,
"Parts of the-
CP, you want to see this, dude?
come on!" So
Parts of
everyone's
the-
like gathering around while this argument's happening.
Then some of the merchant stuff is falling out of the
Yeah,
ship. as
falling
it's
out of the ship, and like
floating up.
some people are like grabbing it, and, like.
I'm yelling at everyone, trying to take my stuff. I'm like, hey, give it back. I got that myself. I earned it. Give it back.
This is our Rebel Alliance, dude.
I still got it myself.
Oh, whatever.
Then I look, what's your character's name again?
Well, you don't know his
Yeah.
name yet because
no.
I just look like an admiral because
You
of
could
the
say
things
just like,
I've sewn on.
what's your name? Who do you think you are? Or something like that.
I look back over at the Admiral. I'm like, who do you think you are, Admiral Shitface?
The name's Almarax. You.
Almarax. I can't think of a good insult for this.
You say that in character.
I don't know what to think of that.
Just looks. My character looks down at the ground. And is like, I don't know a good insult for this. I look back up. Okay, Shitface, get up here. We'll talk about this. We'll figure this out.
Several years ago, at least 30, I was on.
Solist.
I was on Solus to investigate the weapon to see if it was done yet.
And everyone's like, Solus, isn't that an Imperial planet? And everyone's like whispering to each other, oh, isn't that where the depot is?
30 years ago is when the invasion happened. Where my father was killed. Where my mother sat bleeding in my hands.
Could be an Imperial
I was there before the fall. That was my ship that you stole. That is a holy place to me.
I apologize for stealing your ship. I thought it was an Imperial ship. I was getting away from that.
Because I was part of the what was it called? The
Republic?
I was part of the Republic. That's why it looks like an Imperial ship.
I apologize. I can take myself back if you wish.
And everyone's kind of silent.
Can
Because, like,
It was being emotional, okay?
I love it.
I'm
I
gonna
love it.
believe that you said wretch.
He should have said, since he's part like robotic, he should have said clankers.
Well, I forgot the insults, okay?
And yeah.
A clanker would be a full droid.
He's not. Yeah, because you can see parts of skin on
I
him.
mean,
but
yeah.
it would have
So-
been even more insulting to call him clanker than really.
That's true.
Yeah.
But, you know what? I'll forgive you. And why don't we work together?
I like the sound of that.
You can keep the merchant ship. We just change it up a bit to get it back to its holy place.
I was like, holy place, is he a Jedi? No, I don't know. So everyone's kind of talking amongst themselves, and they kind of start walking away a little bit, kind of like, what just happened?
You start yelling, say, "Hey, come back here!"
But you're standing there just trying to compute stuff, and you see him, and you're like, a droid. A droid.
Are you a droid?
Can I run after some of the people who grabbed some of the stuff?
As I
that
turn
fell,
around
trying
to
get
look
it?
at the droid.
Yeah, some people have like
I-
dropped it.
I look at him.
because they're kind
No.
of shocked.
And then he
Okay,
just
so-
sees like
well,
parts of the
I'm
skin.
You're not a droid. Why do you look like a droid?
I am what is called in this part of the galaxy as a mod. I put different mechanical parts on myself that may have been droidic.
Yeah, you can be droid parts or whatever.
Well, the thing is that thing. Well,
Yeah.
Well, he would make them too, wouldn't he? Like,
Yeah,
maybe some.
yeah.
But so, but you, droid?
Yes, I am a commando droid.
I am droid.
Yes, I am.
I once investigated part of your programming during the Clone Wars.
What did you find?
Not much except for a few parts. Wonderful parts to put on things. But you're amazing. You being alive like this. Amazing.
Thank you.
And then like sitting in the corner, we have Lotus just like after hearing parts, like she's just there. And I'm just sitting in the corner.
just sneakily up behind the droid. Just can I reverse engineer you?
I turn around quickly, pull out my sword, just like, no.
Oh, you don't have your sword anymore.
Oh wait, do I not?
Well, it's locked up.
Oh yeah, that's true.
because you're now. Put
I turn around and I go to grab you and say no, but you dodge.
No, just goes to grab, reaches too high, doesn't realize.
I go, turn around to grab you while saying no, and you're like, down here.
While this interaction is going on, I'm muttering to myself, oh great, crazy lady's here, and we have an insane robot guy now.
Yeah.
I'm just muttering about how much I dislike the
Just
situation going on.
turns to him. This lady's wanted to reverse engineer me for 3 months now.
Save me from this crazy lady.
I suggest you don't make this. This is a pure machine spirit.
What?
What?
I know you wouldn't understand, youngling.
I'm like 20.
And I'm 953.
That doesn't mean anything.
I am like 50 years old. I am probably the oldest robot, except for him, who is almost a robot that you will
It's
ever
only
meet.
because of like he was made way back. So because I literally searched up like how old these guys technically are, and it's about like 1,000. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, so basically while this is happening, the lights go out everywhere, and then there's a little and then you get a little report of being like to CB, and it's like we need you to go to the prisoner we have captive, bring whoever you have.
Roger.
We just the power's out and the cell door is open. We just want to make sure that he just stays in there until we get the power back on.
I'm asleep in the cell.
Yeah.
Roger.
They're still like scared to balls to the wall and like, oh. So you guys go to that cell.
I take Lotus with me, and we run over there. Because
Yeah.
Lotus is the only one that I actually know.
And then you two are just like following, being like, prisoner.
What the heck is going on?
Yeah.
I think I should be back on my ship trying to organize it and take
Yeah.
down some of the decorations
okay.
that I had up
All right.
because of the deal I struck with.
Okay, all right. So you can stay there while
Well,
you're
should
doing
me and him stay back so I can make sure he's doing it, or like these two go to?
Yeah, I feel like it would be a good idea for him to stay with me and help get everything
Okay.
set up with the
Yeah.
ship.
So you guys are doing that. We'll just say it's finished when they get back. So they come and you're sleeping in your cell, and you're just standing there doing what you are, just kind of sitting and watching.
When I see him, I run in there, grab him by the neck, lift him up. I'm just like, "What are you doing here, clone? You're not supposed to be here."
As soon as I wake up, as soon as I hear him just banging down the hall, I wake up. I'm freaking out because I've gone PTSD. I'm in the Clone Wars again. I'm like, Clinkers everywhere! Get down! And then he picks me up, and I just start railing on his face as he asks me that.
Ramming on his forehead, making a massive
Let go of me!
I also, my memories of the Clone Wars come back too right as I see him.
Yeah, like your programming starts coming through. Clone, terminate, terminate, terminate,
I'm
terminate,
just
terminate.
railing on his face. Let go of me, you defective drone! Let go of me! What's wrong with you?
Lotus, what do you do?
You're just abused by it?
No, she's just standing there not knowing what to do.
I mean, I feel like
She doesn't even know what they're talking about.
Oh yeah, you weren't even alive during that point.
She wasn't, no.
I think it would be funny to take advantage of the situation and try taking him apart while
No,
I'm being held by the throat, so
yeah,
eventually
but there's
just,
a lot going on, so she wouldn't be able to get very
Eventually
close
my
anyway.
bow's slow and I pass out. And I'm just being held.
No, I'm just being. I'm holding you. You don't pass out, but you just. Oh well, I am captured. I can't do anything.
And then, okay, that's actually better. Then I realize what's going on, and I'm not in Clone Wars anymore. I'm like,
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
there's a droid?
and I'm still holding you up, just like asking you, "What are you doing here?"
All right.
I'm like,
Mako and let's see here. Wisdom roll for me.
wisdom?
Yeah, just roll
Just a
wisdom.
D20?
Yeah, just a D20.
Can I add my wisdom modifier?
Yeah. Let's see here.
Well, I meant so that you can look at what you need to, but I guess
That's a 20.
having a shield
That's a
also
20. Okay, so out of the corner of your eye, you see like Val, but then when you look, she's gone. But you hear something trying to communicate with you, and it seems to be Val.
Everyone in the room just sees me go limp and look very visibly shaken.
Yeah, like no one else is seeing this. You're just seeing this, and everyone's like,
just happened.
I'm looking around wildly. I'm very visibly shaken, like, because I'm hearing someone who I believe is dead.
okay. And then she starts becoming a little bit more clear. She's like, DJ, can you hear me?
I'm freaking out. I'm like, who's that? Who is that? And then everyone's looking in the corner.
He's pointing at nothing.
I start yelling, Val, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. It's okay. Don't tell him. Okay?
I'm wide-eyed. I'm freaking out. I'm just silent.
Just keep to yourself, okay? For me,
I nod and I just stop.
it's okay. And she kind of comes up and kind of like touches your face, and you're kind of reaching for it, and everyone's just seeing him touch his face, and like a tear's rolling down his eye, and you're like, what the hell is going on?
Lotus is just on the droid's, like hanging on the droid's shoulders now. I think he's crazy.
And then I quickly drop, and I'm like, "What? Get off of me!"
Yeah, and this happens, you turn around, and then you look, and she's gone.
I slowly come back to my senses, and I'm like, that couldn't be.
I like the mutter.
No. I don't know if the recording can hear me, but I'm muttering to myself, so it
No.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's good.
Just so you're muttering.
I'm muttering.
Le mutter.
Lim mutter.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of walking backwards through the cell, trying to get you off of my shoulders.
Lotus still hanging there.
Yeah, and I'm just
Laughing because
get off of me.
And then like the rebel soldiers show up and like, what the hell is going on? Because they heard the commotion, they heard the loud banging and the, is everyone okay?
After I come to my senses, I come to the point where I'm like, no, it couldn't be. I was just hallucinating. It's got to be the PTSD again, right? And I'm just muttering to myself, so I stand up and I look at the droid and I realize there's something off about him. So I ask him about it. I'm like, aren't you a commando?
Yes, I am a commando.
What's wrong with you?
What do you mean? What's wrong with me?
You're a clanker, but you're acting with almost free will. What's going on?
I've been reprogrammed, I guess you could say.
Why?
I don't know.
And then the rebels are like, we kind of just found him like this. It was from somebody who's dead now, but that doesn't really matter, I guess. And they're kind of just in.
Are you sure it doesn't matter?
We're the Rebel Alliance. We can get what we're trying to get as much as we can, man.
I'm just stuttering. I'm like, I fought guys exactly like this.
Oh, so he is Empire. Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
And then I exclaimed, no, he's a clone from the Clone Wars.
But then they became the Empire. Good job, man. And they like slap you. I can't believe this droid did something awesome.
I'm stuttering, trying to defend myself. I'm like, no, you don't
It
understand.
explains the armor. And like everyone's like oh, these
That
two
is
guys are-
clone armor, not Imperial armor.
So, but clone Mycin haven't been upgraded. And that's what gets him stumped. They're like,
And then I'm like, stop for a second. I was at the temple during the attack, but I'm not Empire.
the Jedi, the evil Jedi, so you kind of cleared them out, I guess?
No. Jedi weren't evil.
Jedi dogs were evil. They killed
I
too
will-
many of my
you
kind.
Take off your head and I will piss in it.
What?
Can I see his insides first?
I will piss on you too. and then I just stop because then the PTSD kicks back in and I'm just
And
I'm
you just
go
grab
silent.
your head and you sit down again.
Yeah, and then Val comes back to you and kind of like grabs, like touches your chin, and you look up. Don't tell him anything, please. Just keep it yourself. We'll get out of this, okay?
If anyone's bothering to pay attention, they see my eyes focus for just a minute.
Yeah, so everyone's still kind of like.
And then you should give a slight nod, like, yeah, understand.
I mouth, I thought you died.
Just
Close. I'll find you,
there.
okay? And what's weird is she looks exactly how she did
5d4
Yeah.
damage.
before she died, like kind of in her prime, you know, and which again you don't question because this is the woman you love. She's there, but you know, and then you know, and then the power comes back on, boom, and then you
Snap out of it.
snap out of it, she's gone. And they're like, oh, good, power's back on. And then there is kind of a little bit of a, kind of like a signal, doom, doom. Han Solo has, they said that Commander Solo has returned. Commander Solo has returned. And so that's happening and everything's kind of running as usual. The doors slam shut, you know, back on, keeping him in.
Everyone in the cell is in there with me.
And they're like, great. They're like, hang on. And they're trying to call someone, hey, open the door. What? Open the door. Why? What's going on? We're stuck in here with him. With who? The stormtrooper guy. I don't know. Just get us out of here, man. And they're like, okay, we're working on it. Everything's rebooted.
I am visibly confused. What's a stormtrooper?
a stormtrooper. That's what you are.
He is not a
I'm
stormtrooper.
Arc trooper. Thank you very much.
And what? There's more of them now. There's a flame trooper. There's a death trooper. There's a and like these guys are having an existential crisis. Yeah.
Okay. So since it's like broken, and could have my watch got off the communication
Yeah.
to go fix it. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say I think the guys went to this cell, so I'm better.
I feel like at this point we're both finished.
Yeah, you're finishing the unit.
Shit,
Yeah.
so that
Like,
we go to the
this-
cell to assist.
It looks like it's broken, so let's assist.
Yeah. So it's like, don't worry, we're calling in an admiral. An admiral? Why? I don't know. He just looks like one. Whatever, dude. And they're just sitting there, and they're kind of like huddled in the corner with their blasters pointing at you, like
On edge.
because they're trapped. There's nowhere to go.
I start asking one of them where they put my weapons. Where's my helmet?
Not where you can get
My
it.
blasters.
You
Not
can't.
you have it.
You can't have your armor, you buckethead.
Shut up, you defective droid.
I am not defective.
You will be.
Can I at least take them apart before you destroy it?
I will defective you too.
I'm already defective.
If you pull me apart, I will pull you apart first.
And they kind of push Lois to the front. Just get rid of the weird girl. And they're like, I'm gonna push her up first.
I push her back because I don't want to be anywhere near her.
And like the guy's like, don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Just has a
Yeah.
chaotic smirk on her face, getting closer.
Yeah.
Can we try to? Can I try to fix the door now?
Well, this entire
Yeah,
action
so
is
you're
going on.
watching
We
this happen.
walk in
Yeah,
and
you
we
walk
like
see
the
it.
window. Just
And like the guys are like getting
As he's looking in
hide
the
your
window.
blasters. Yeah.
As he's looking in the window, I'm jumping up trying to see what's going on because I'm so short and I can't see anything.
Just Lotus walking towards the people freaking out.
Got the Shining. I can't remember his name, but he's got that grin face.
And like the troopers look to themselves. Is your armor on tight? Yeah. We don't know what she's capable of. Should we stun her? I don't know, man. Yeah. So, yeah. And then we'll cut to you guys outside, and they see you. They're like, "Get us out of here! Get us out of here! We're gonna die!"
so I should use the repair thing on
Yeah.
the door. Okay. So proficient in repair is gonna be +6. So
Okay.
let's do this.
I think I should be sitting in the background now with my hand on the knife.
So repair. So that would go up to wait.
It was a 2.
It was a 2. I moved it to 20. So a 2 plus a 6 would
That's
equal
8.
an 8.
So he fails.
Ooh, okay.
Motherfuck.
Yeah. So you're figuring this out, and again, you know Imperial Republic stuff. So this is kind of like
This is out of
your wheelhouse because this is a hodgepodge of all kinds of stuff kind of thrown together.
I start asking what's wrong with the door and why aren't they out of my cell already? I'm
And
trying
then
to sleep.
so you try to do it, and then like it falters. He goes, and it like turns on the alarm, like something's like escaping, and the doors are still shut, and like you can hear the like the more like lockdown things go on, like locking them in this room.
So it's like going from like it's
From
locked to
close-
like
going
a
too
dead
close
to
to
yeah,
deadlock.
to complete deadbolt of if so you can't like blast the door open like it'd take you a while.
After this happens, I lose my crap. I'm like, get out of my cell. I want to take a nap. Turn the freaking alarm off. What's wrong with it? Why aren't you out of here already?
And like and then all these rival troopers are like coming outside the door, just like, what's going on?
I accidentally activated the alarm when trying to fix the door.
Aren't you an admiral?
Yes, but I'm proficient in fixing things also.
Who called you? Yeah.
Well, that's going on. Can I walk up and kick the door and then the deadbolt just unlatches?
You'd have to roll
ro-
for that.
Yeah,
Roll
roll
strength.
strength. Roll strength against that.
Strength?
Roll into that box, it'll be better for you.
Just so we don't lose the dice.
That would be a 12.
You kick the door and you stub your toe.
After this happens, I get tired of it. I'm like, look, it's not that hard to fix a door. One of you, give me your multi-tools.
One of the rebels just drops it, and they like kick it over to you.
I
It's
grab
so
it.
rude, man.
I'm proficient in repair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is a intelligence +2.
Yep, and then roll.
I'm gonna
D20.
borrow your 20. Are you serious? It's another 3, so that is a 5.
Okay, I walk.
So yeah, you're tapping into it. You try to do it, and then
I rolled. Just like, it's really freaking simple. Prise it open.
Yeah, because you're pressing the
16,
buttons,
what is your
and then like
modifier?
it just like doesn't do anything, and then yeah.
16 plus 8. Prise it open.
Yeah, you're prying it open. You're like digging this guts, pulling the wires, and then the door, the deadbolts go, and then the door opens, and like all the rebels are like, ah!
Yeah, it would have been a 24 with the 16 plus 8.
Yeah, so they're like they almost look like ready to fire, and then like one guy goes, and like bounces back and like hits the guy in the shoulder. Oh, ow, idiot! Look, they're fine. Get him out of there. So they get everybody out, and then they leave you in.
I look really embarrassed, and I just throw the multi-tool back at the dude that gave it to me.
Yeah.
It just conks him in the head.
Can I roll to attack just to conk him out?
Yeah, sure.
What would that be? Would that
That would be strength.
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 that's a 12.
Oh, 7.
7.
All right, so you bonk him and he falls over. He's like, ah! He's like grabbing his head.
Crying.
Yeah, he's crying.
On the floor, curled up in a ball, crying.
Are you okay, man?
Get up, soldier. Stop being a whiny womp rat.
I walk over to him and pick him up by the leg and drag him out.
And then like one of them's like, another guy we gotta send to the psych ward. And then they walk off.
How many people have I set off like that?
I don't know. All these other
All of
troopers-
those guys that were in there probably are terrified of you now.
I feel like you should have.
Terrified of you and freaking Lotus.
And me, probably.
And,
3 people in
If
the
people are
cell.
still confused.
Well, they
on
were
how
afraid of
I'm
me
an
anyway.
and then you hear on the intercom. Has anyone seen Luke Skywalker? Commander Skywalker. Has anyone seen him? Please report.
Oh, is Luke gone? Who?
Luke, Commander Skywalker. So Luke Skywalker. So they're calling the
Lotus
scene.
is just like, who?
Yeah.
Skywalker, I need to find him and kill him.
Yeah, you
Skywalker needs to die.
Yeah. You just think.
General Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, you're
Because
thinking.
I hear Skywalker and I think Anakin.
Jedi, kill. You're like, so you run and you're just like down the
Still
hall.
dragging the guy.
Yeah, still dragging the guy. and you just hear that. No! Let go of me!
How many broken ribs does this guy have now? Cracked
At
skull.
least all of them.
Roll for damage. I'm kidding. I'm joking. But
14.
He breaks his leg and hear my leg!
Yeah, as I'm pulling him, his
Probably
leg just snaps. As I'm just.
He's like, gets off the ground. When your arm comes down, he bonks his head on the ground.
And he's like, his nose starts bleeding.
He just has one of those cartoon bumps on his head.
He's never the same again.
And like, everyone's seeing this and they're like,
He's gonna have PTSD from me and him.
they're like, what the hell is going on here?
Somebody stop him.
The
before he
craziest
gets too
infected.
far. Let's hope he stops at the infirmary.
So they're running, and then a foot comes out. Roll dex for me.
17 plus 6 for my modifier.
Okay, so you clearly see this is Han Solo putting out his leg to trip you, and
Kick his foot. Try and break it.
yeah, so he basically runs like you basically dodge it, but the guy doesn't. Gets kicked in the face.
Wait, Matt, you should try to break
Broke
Solo's
his nose
foot.
now.
And then Han like stops. He's like, "Hey, you stupid droid, let him go!"
I just
Let's go
I
already.
just stop and slide across the floor and just drop him.
And Han gets him up. Ugh, boy. And he's like bleeding everywhere. He's like sitting there. He's got tears in his eyes. Like,
I'm gonna go home yet.
And then I walk up to Han and I say, "Where is he? Where's General Skywalker?
Wow.
Where's Anakin Skywalker? He is the enemy to the I completely
Separatists.
Separatists. He's the enemy to the Separatists. He must die."
Anakin? I only know a Luke. What's wrong with your program? And he bumps you on the head. Like, boom, boom, boom.
A spark comes off my head. It's like, whoa.
Okay, I'm looking for Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker?
Where is he?
Oh.
I think
Do you know where he is? Did he come to the south entrance, the north entrance? Like, we're trying to find him.
I haven't seen him.
Yeah, and the Admiral comes off. Have you seen him, Luke Skywalker?
It says he took a tauntaun out into the thing a couple of things ago.
Yeah, I know. He was going to go check an asteroid that hit the ground. He's
It
not
looks
back.
like he took the north entrance, I think.
By the way, I'm asleep in my cell again.
Yeah.
You just hear screaming down the hall from the guy.
And he's like, "Ugh, great. Where is he?
I'm guessing he is lukewarm.
He's like, ha ha. Ha ha, Admiral, you're funny.
But he's gonna
When
be
you get
cold
back,
soon.
when you get back to breathing, practice your humor. And he's just like, he's more frustrated.
Even though my God just have a middle finger on this hand, he just like as he's walking away.
And then like he bumps into you and he's like, I tried out the thing you said. It exploded. Was that supposed to happen?
When did it explode?
I was going to set it. I took the ship out and I had it designated to a spot to hit in the snow. So I went and checked it out to see what happened. And it made a big crater. Was that supposed to happen?
Yeah.
Okay, then successful. Yeah, and he like pats your shoulder and then walks away.
You should ask if it did anything to the ship.
Did it blow up your ship?
That's a good way to put it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be putting them on any snow speeders anytime soon. Even though I'd love to put some on like that guy.
So did it blow up on your target or on the ship itself?
Both.
I think I put too much thrust.
Whatever, kid. And he just like walks away, and and he's asking other people where Commander Skywalker is, and just
You got the
walking.
crazy eye when you say that?
I think I put too much thrust.
Yeah, and he's kind of weirded out, like, oh shit. Yeah, so he walks away, just asking people where Luke is, and yeah, so everyone's kind of going to their sleeping quarters, and then we cut back to our clone who's sitting there. And you hear Val's voice again. DJ,
I shoot awake.
there you are, and you see her, and she's kind of sitting there, sitting like cross-legged, like she was like meditating or whatever.
I slap myself in the face 5 times. Exactly. And then I take 5 deep breaths. And then I do it again.
She comes over and like while you're doing this, she's sitting on your bedside. TJ, what's wrong? She kind of like puts her hand on your chest and, you know, seeing what's wrong.
Do I feel it?
Yeah, but it doesn't feel. It feels weird.
I start back and I'm like, I have a deep sigh. I stop everything and I have a deep sigh trying to figure out what just happened, because if it's a hallucination, I wouldn't feel anything. I'm like,
The Force has brought us together. Don't you see?
I just wake up and I'm like, I just woke up and I'm like, are you sure you're not a hallucination?
Would a hallucination do this? And she kisses you.
Yes?
Oh, no. She kind of rubs your head and is like, I know this is difficult, but through the Force we're able to talk to each other. I miss you. I'm alive. I want us to be together and run away and have that family we always wanted.
I stand up and start pacing. And I'm like, well, even if you're not a hallucination, I watched you die.
I know, but through the Force I live.
I take another deep sigh and just keep pacing. After a while, I ask if any of the other clones that we had with us, after they took off, if any of them lived still, if she knew.
No.
Another heavy sigh, and I just keep pacing.
Yeah. And during this time, can you roll an Constitution roll, please?
Yeah.
All right. So you're still talking and you're talking.
That'd be a 10.
Okay. You know what? I'll give it to you.
So he doesn't have to keep
You wake up in a deep sweat, and you're feeling this dark presence. You don't know what it is, but whatever it is not good. It is something that you feel around Darth Vader or something like that, but you feel it. You don't know where it's coming from, but you feel it. Yeah.
Thanks.
Repeat what you just said. I was
So-
Sorry, I'm just giving.
No, you're good. So you feel this dark presence, like Darth Vader-ish.
Yeah, can I borrow one too?
Something you felt before.
Can I roll an investigation and look around, see if I can see what it is?
Yeah, see if you can sense it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna leave him here.
That's that one.
No, but like it's the feeling is so overwhelming. Like you're scared to go back to sleep. How scary this thing is. Anyway, we cut back to the clone, and she's just kind of sitting there, kind of just stroking your back, just patting you, and you know.
I've stopped pacing and I'm doing push-ups.
Won't you look at me?
I'm like, I stop, I stand back up, and I'm afraid to.
Don't be.
It's been 30 years.
I know it's been an eternity, but that ends today. Just do what I say, and we'll make it out of here, okay?
That's what you told me that day in the temple with the
Yeah.
rest of that troop that you managed to save. But what was even that? You said a chip?
Yes.
And I tried to kill you?
Yeah. It wasn't your control, but our love is what saved me. Gave me enough time to go into your head and get that thing deactivated.
Did you manage to save anyone else? Is anyone that you managed to save alive? I know you said that the troop that we were with didn't make it.
I don't remember. And she says, but I think we can find them. And she points to the door and the control panel and says, Try again. Open the door.
Ah.
And you feel this dark presence getting way out of control. Like this is scary. Like you can't.
I start freaking out and I start going through inventory to help. calm
Yes,
myself
yeah.
down.
You're breathing. This is not okay. What's happening?
With the fact that PTSD has caused hallucinations similar to something like this before, can I roll like a wisdom or something to see if I'm just going insane?
Yeah.
Or if
That would
someone's just
be-
trying to prey on me?
Yeah.
What kind of save would that be?
It would
Either
be,
Constitution or Wisdom.
I think it would be Constitution.
Constitution?
Because yeah, that'd be your.
Yeah, maybe
It could be a will
that's
save.
rather hard.
Yeah.
So, like,
Constitution
save
is a
ability.
+2, so let's see if I can win, baby. 16, 18.
Okay, so you feel something.
Is it good or bad?
You don't know, but you feel like this is her, but not really. But you know it's not a hallucination because hallucinations would have been, she would have been bloodied.
Yeah. So
Because the stuff that you've seen of her usually is her covered in blood and dying
In your dreams. and
in your
stuff.
dreams and stuff. But like her interacting with you, touching you, something's off.
So, I take a breath. I realize that it's not a hallucination, then something's happening, and I might as well do what she says. So I go over to the panel and try to open it.
Okay, all right. Would it be? Let's see
Probably
here.
intelligence.
Intelligence. What is it? It's like a device.
Computer
thing.
use.
Yeah,
Either,
computer use.
Yeah, computer use.
Yeah. Make a computer use roll.
Yeah. That's intel.
12?
Oh yeah, you get that door open. It faults a little bit. There is a little alarm.
I'll punch it.
Yeah.
It's done. It's open.
Just one beep. Shut up!
And she kind of comes over and kind of like over your shoulder and says, "See, that wasn't that hard."
I sit back down on the bed.
Aren't you gonna come?
Where do I go? I open the door, but I don't know where they keep my armor. Don't know where they put my guns.
I know. And she leads you. And you hear, in the night, you hear this walking. But one set of footsteps.
As I hear that, I stop my organization spree as I'm going through my inventory. And I just look up. I'm like, and I let the nerves get to me, and I just sit down and I start crying from the pressure.
Yeah, because you feel like this is coming closer. This entity, whatever it is.
If anyone manages to see me, my eyes are like a mixture of very focused. I know exactly where I'm going, but they're also glazed.
Yeah.
I think I would be still awake too, because I'm a droid.
Yeah, you're
don't sleep.
cleaning and you see him,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Or I think it would be funny as if I walk in and he sees me there. He's like, "Oh, it's just the droid."
oh yeah.
I see the droid and I stop my crying on the floor and I'm like, it's fine, it's just a droid. And I get back to my organization to help try calm me down because I'm a nervous wreck right now. I'm freaking out.
Why? Wait, I'm not here to ask them about
Yeah, you're not there.
Yeah, you're following this. Your
Yeah, but
imaginary
you're still
girlfriend.
walking around.
imaginary girlfriend.
Anyway, so she continues to walk, and it's very direct. She leads you to, the armory, and Lotus is there sleeping. Just laying there, and she says, "We gotta be careful. If she wakes up, we'll have to take care of her. Are you willing to do that for me?"
I'm not killing any more people.
Then hopefully she doesn't wake up. And
Which locker's mine?
so, and she goes to touch the panel and then takes her hand back and it's like almost like she's realizing something. And then she turns and says, "Can you hit that button right there?"
What was that?
Hit that button right there. Can you
No,
push it?
what was that? What did you do? Why did you reel back from that?
I don't know. I'm just scared, you know? Just the PTSD. You can obviously see that this is a little bit weird. You know, she can't touch things and interact with things. But just press it.
Are
Your
you
arm
sure
isn't-
you're not a hallucination?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to touch you. She grabs your hand. But again, still that weird feeling that it's a hand, but it doesn't feel like a hand. But it weird, you know, it's like this weird in between of.
It's like it's there, but
Lotus
not
twitches
there.
in her sleep from his speaking.
Yeah, and you're like, she's awake. Oh no.
And she only twitches and then just turns over.
He's so nerve-wracking.
Oh, that would be.
And there's a deep breath of.
I turn to her. I'm a little bit softer. I'm like, I already told you I'm not killing anyone. It doesn't matter. Which locker's mine? What button do I press?
This one, and she points to like a green one.
Alright, I click it.
Yep. It opens, and the lights come on. And it's like the the boom, like those like heavy duty lights.
Fluorescent.
Yeah, fluorescent. Boom, And then there's your armor kind of just sitting there, kind of on the ground, and kind of being like dirtied and like
Just shoved in a locker.
shoved somewhere, because they don't know what to do with it,
I run over it to it and collapse. I'm like, what did they do?
Put it on.
Calm down. They can't learn to take care of things. I have to make sure it's not broken. I look over it. Is there any damage that I can see?
Just little scuffs and spills. So like it's like there's like little like almost like coffee
There's
spills.
food on it.
Like someone wore it and then they.
Who touched my gun?
Yeah. I go to the gun and I check over it. The rifle. It would have an insignia from the battalion that I spent the most time with.
Yeah.
Does it still have that?
Yeah, it still has that, but it definitely looks like it's been tampered with a little bit. Like someone's tried to figure out what it is. Maybe it was. Yep.
I check it over, make sure everything's in working order. All the armor, all
Yeah,
the
everything
guns,
seems to be good. The trigger's a little loose, but that's pretty much it.
All right, put on my armor.
All right. Put that on. Can you? Let's see here. Okay. So you put that on, and she says, "Great. Now we got to get out of here."
Hold on. It's been a long time. It's been a long day. I'm in my armor again. Let me have this just for a second. And I just sit there. Just.
And she's kind of panicking a little bit. It's like, "No, we got to go now. We got to go now. We got to go now." And then the lights come on. Boom! Like all the lights come on, and you look up and you look back. She's gone. And you're sitting there in your armor, and all of.
I've got my guns on my lap. I'm just sitting there.
The light hits Lotus in the face, waking her up.
I'm breathing deep. If anyone could see inside my helmet, they can't. But I finally got a smile on my face again.
Yeah. And you.
Are your eyes
Just
open or closed?
Walks over to the open door and just kind of leans head in. Hello?
I snap back to my senses and I'm like,
Crap.
shit. Would you happen to know what's going on with this? And I just shake the trigger with how loose it is.
Walks up to look at it. It just takes a quick look. It's not on the joint correctly.
Fix it. Please? You're the hack monkey that was playing with the droid, right?
Yeah.
Fix it, please, if you would.
Okay.
All right.
Just sets it down and
Yeah. So that would be a repair roll.
Is there anything going on with me, or am I just still feeling the presence?
Natural one. Does he
The
make it
presence
worse?
has disappeared.
That's me. No,
Like,
just
It's gone.
gone.
Just
it break.
Yeah.
okay. With that, I
Just
can I
just
roll another investigation
Yeah.
to see if
takes
I see
the
anything
trigger.
that'll give
No,
it.
breaks off.
No.
And that's what's going on.
Instead of like,
That's another nat 1.
There was 2 nat ones in a row. This
You
thing
don't
sucks.
see anything. You're kind of just like.
I'm gonna walk up to him and see how distressed he is and ask him what's
The first roll was
wrong.
fine.
not this one.
I don't
What
like
happened?
things hitting walls when I roll. That's why I
don't
usually
know.
roll outside.
I
feel these are only
I just said they're
for
stammering because I just can't
metal.
get words out
They're
because
for-
I was so nervous
Yeah,
for so
so
long, and it was.
Or dead at the table.
Yeah.
Did you see
Plastic is
something?
much better
Is there
rolled.
someone here?
And then I just collapsed.
your fault
I
my
just,
gun's
I just
broken.
can't handle the stress anymore, and I'm just sitting there with
I
my.
say she forgets.
I'm gonna
my
What she's
hands.
doing is
slap you.
like,
Try
just
to
breaking the trigger. She's taking it apart. Like she's
just
So
try
there-
to
she's trying
touches
bring
the
you
trigger
back
just
to your senses.
Spaces. What was I doing?
There was
Oh, yeah, I was
something,
taking
something
this apart.
going on. I don't know. There was just something. That's all I. That's all I know.
Sounds like you're insane.
All right. So as you're doing this, Lotus walks out with this fully armed clone trooper, and everyone's like pulling blasters up.
I run up
I'm
to
leaning
him
on
and
the
say,
rifle.
"What is this bucket head doing out of his cage?"
Everyone just pointing
Lotus
guns.
is
She freaks out and puts her hands up.
She's still playing with my pistol, right?
Yeah.
So
And-
she's
and
she's
you're-
got her gun in my hand, and I'm just leaning on my rifle
Yeah.
as a stick.
Yeah, and you're just pulling out a gun and be like, "Yep, blending
I'm
in."
an admiral. Yep.
And,
What
and-
is this bucket head
Am
doing
I
out of his
still sitting
cage?
on the floor? Or
Bite
Yeah, you're
your
still kind
hand.
of like.
like what was
Freeze.
going on?
I will bite your nose.
I will,
Have a
I will bite your
Make
barrel.
one.
And then so I can bite it.
Admiral, what should we do?
What were you doing out of your cell?
She let me out. Needed help.
Me?
You.
Point at
She.
I didn't let you out of your cage.
She wanted to play with my guns, and I said, "Let me out, and I will tell you which one needs work."
Is this true?
I was asleep.
Are you lying?
Can I roll an
Should we-
investigation check? Oh wait, do I hear what's going on?
Yeah, you're hearing.
Or
this.
should I roll the investigation check because I'm the one like kind of like interrogating her?
Yeah, sure.
So, what would it be? What would it be?
It would be search.
Would it be
on the
search or would it
Be
be?
in knowledge.
Yeah,
I think it would be search.
yeah, it would be search.
Okay, search.
Should I just roll a charisma roll?
You were technically going to be intimidating him
Oh, intimidating. So it's a +2.
because again, you're trying to scare him off from
So
taking action against you.
So that's a 11.
and then I roll against that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I roll against it with my search. Okay. 20.
20. Okay.
No, wait. It would be more than 20, but
Did
You
you
rolled
roll
an
a nat
18.
20? Oh.
no, it's an 18, but plus my search,
Wait.
which is a 6.
That's more than 20.
Hold on 1 sec.
Zach, you're-
Intimidation. That would be a 13, actually.
Okay. So.
all the way. I got more than a 10.
All right, so you go up to his face, like you go get in his face, and you're right up against almost the helmet, and you see his eyes are like they're bagged and they're kind of looking a little weird. They're kind of like, kind of that panicked, manic look, like, and you hear the heavy breathing, but he's trying to control it to scare you.
Seeing that he's seen through my lie, I take a deep breath. I'm saying, I need my armor. I'm willing to cooperate. If you want to put me back, you can take my guns. She can have them if you have to take them from me. Let me keep my armor.
I want his guns.
And now everyone's talking and arguing, and then Han Solo walks in, and he's carrying Luke on his arms. Get out of my way, and somebody help me! And you see Luke, there's blood dripping off of him, and he's holding this potato sack.
I see.
Well, hello. Well, what a exciting adventure, as to say the least. What's very, very odd is the trauma. Some ghosts of the past, eh? Sorry, you might not know who I am. I am called many things. A watcher, a curator, a meddler, many, many things, even called collector of souls. But to you and me, my friend, I am just the bridge between your consciousness to the worlds beyond. And your guide through these perilous and dangerous journeys. Either horrifying or light-hearted, it does not matter. All ends up dead in the end. I only appear only few, but do not take my visits lightly, my friend. For I give counsel as well as maybe insights to the future, if you could choose to listen. But again, that's entirely up to you. But all I have to say to you is, are you asking the right questions?